time, we're gonna move on to the torture.
Yeah, it's Douki and Yoshinobu Kanemaru from Suzuki taking on Dick Togo and Show from House of Torture. There's a weird spot where they're actually on the outside, they're fighting, and they're Douki, like before as Douki hit the Daybreaker, I remember the name, or goes for the Daybreaker, but Show takes him up onto the stage and then fights him on the stage and then just boots him off the stage. And then they're fighting their way back, and then Show ends up getting the ring, or Togo gets in the ring because it was Togo and Douki or Kanemaru who were the legal men. They got back or were heading back to the ring, and this is where Show rang the bell at 14 seconds. But everybody was just like, "You're an idiot." Even Kelly was like, "Why the hell is he doing that?" But yeah, there's a spot where Marty the ref. I almost said Marty Jannetty.
So much wrong on that one. We're gonna go on.
Marty Asami. He needs to learn that if you see someone pinning someone, you count. You don't make your own decision. If somebody's pinning someone, I don't care if they're foot on the chest or what, you count them. Marty is not good at his job. Marty needs training. Marty sucks. That is exactly what I wrote.
I mean, once the stuff on the outside has kind of happened,
they're back within the confines of the ring, and if he's pinning him, that's a legal pin. Doesn't matter what led up to it. If he is pinning him within the confines of the ring, Marty Asami needs to count the 3. Simple as that.
We'll let Taker decide that.
And at the end of the match, Togo goes for a swig of whiskey, but Douki ends up doing that up chop to the throat, and like Togo spits out all the whiskey, and Douki gets the Douki chokey and gets submission victory on Dick Togo.
I'm glad you actually wrote that down because I barely had anything on this because I was just like House of Torture. Mm-hmm. That was it.
It wasn't the worst match I've seen in the world. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, it wasn't. I think it was appropriately placed also in the night for everything, for emotions and stuff like this. I felt that this match was very, very good. And the added kind of elements on the outside, the stage work, that was kind of the first time we kind of saw someone kind of go off the stage. Mm-hmm. So I feel like it was kind of a nice little way to kind of mess around because I believe both of these guys, if not just House of Torture, are already eliminated at this point.
Oh yeah, both these teams are long passed out. Yeah, I don't have that written down until the last night. I didn't really talk about.
Yeah.
Sorry to say, but yeah, I didn't have that written. But yeah, they're eliminated. So yeah, both these teams, anyways, doesn't matter how well they do. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so we move on to the semi-main event of the evening. It is a team of Flying Tiger, Robbie Eagles, Tiger Mask, who are eliminated, taking on Teton and Bushi, who are still very much in this. Both these teams, it's just so much flying from this team. And weirdly, Tiger Mask is the one that does the least amount of flying of them all. But yeah, honestly, the running back elbow by Bushi and then the drop kick. There was a running back elbow to Bushi and then a drop kick to Teton combo by Robbie because he did it at the same time. It wasn't maybe a back elbow, but it was a running elbow and he drop kicks Teton right at the same time. I was very impressed by that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then Tiger coming off with a beautiful high cross off the top of Bushi. Just gotta love it. Guy at hit age still doing the dives he does. It's insanely impressive. But yeah, they get the end of the match. I feel really bad because Teton hit this a Death Valley driver for 2, and then he puts Teton I can't remember who they pinned. I can't remember who they pinned, but they put him in the corner. I think they put Tiger in the corner, and he ran through, did his elbow through the ropes as he slides through, and then Bushi hits the MX, and Teton goes for his springboard for the stomp, and he slips and falls. I felt so bad. I was just like, oh. And then you see him go back out, and he goes and does this another stomp off, and just hits a double stomp. Mm-hmm. But dude, I felt so bad, and I actually now know what the name of that move is because of Kevin Kelly. The Angel Immortal or Angel Immortal. if you don't want to say it with a Spanish accent. Yeah, I didn't know that.
I told you that a few shows ago.
I don't remember. I only remember what Kevin Kelly tells me. Come on.
Well, fine then.
But honestly, great match.
Your bestie is. Jeez.
Yeah, Chris Charlton.
No, you're absolutely right. This was a fun match for these four guys, and you're absolutely right. I was very shocked that Tiger was flying the least in this. But I have so much fun when Robbie Eagles gets into that ring because he's just so excited, getting the crowd going before the match even gets going. Such a fun ride. This was a fun one for me though, just because Teton did pick up the win, and I'm playing the NJPW collections game, and that got me a special Teton card, so I was pretty happy about that. But yeah, otherwise I don't have a whole lot to say on this. I just enjoyed the ride of this match. I didn't take a whole lot of notes on this one.
No, absolutely phenomenal match from both these teams. They killed it. Like simple, they killed it. Yeah. So we move on to the main event of the evening. It is the Sauce Hearts taking on the Bullet Club. Absolutely phenomenal event. Best thing's Ace Austin, when he comes out with the entrance, he goes back and he comes out holding Alex Zayne's socks that he stole at the Best of the Super Juniors on that last night.
About that.
Dude, when he did that, I'm like, oh yes, let's do that. It was, but there's actually used the socks in a spot where Ace actually choked Lindaman with the stolen socks of Alex Zayne. I was just like, oh, he's using those. He probably hasn't washed those since he pulled them off his feet. But yeah, and this is the second match where I went off. I wrote shit about the ref again. Red Shoes shows he's incompetent when he started dancing with Chris Bay. You're a referee. You shouldn't be dancing with the people in the ring when Bay's dancing around. You shouldn't be dancing with them. So retrain Red Shoes. And I want to meet Blue Shoes if there's a Blue Shoes out there.
Blue Shoes? What?
Yeah, Blue Shoes has got to be better than Red Shoes. It just has to be.
I mean, the Sato shoes are like silver with blue accenting. That could be close enough.
Still not Blue Shoes, but yeah, like absolutely, like this is crazy shit. Bay hit like topic on helos to Zayne on the floor, and then right after Ace Austin hits a Fosbury flop to him. Like it just an insanity. Zayne getting the Rana off the back of Bay, where he goes like he flips off of Bay, grab Rana's Ace Austin off, then hits that release German. Oh, so good. And then follows it right up with a Baja Blast to Ace Austin. Like, dude, it's all these guys are so good. And then Lindaman like tossing people around with those judo throws. It's just like that dude's like so tiny, but dude, I'm pretty sure he could beat the shit out of anybody on this roster. A dude's got crazy strength, man. And then in the end, Lindaman gets kicked in the head, but Bay misses the ultimate of finesse, and the Sauce Hearts hit the bridging German and jackknife pin and get the win. And after the match, Alex Zayne got his socks back. So that's the big line here. Alex Zayne got his socks back.
For as little as he had them, because he ended up throwing them to the crowd. But I digress. I actually had completely forgotten about the socks, and as I mentioned earlier, I didn't watch this during their English commentary. I watched it with the Japanese. So he comes out with the socks, and I'm like, what is the significance of this? I spent half of the match a little confused as to what was going on, and then the light.
Why are there socks?
Came on. Yeah, I was like, oh wait, yeah, he stole his socks. And then I'm wondering, is that why when Alex Zayne was at ringside, he didn't have any socks?
It might be. I don't know.
How rude.
But getting to the point, so we look at the points after night 8. This is a crazy logjam at the top. You have 5 teams still in contention. Certain teams need other teams to lose and win to get themselves to the finals, but there's 5 teams: Chris Bay and Ace Austin, Francesco Kira, TJP, El Lindaman and Alex Zayne, Teton and Bushi, and Yo Leo. They're all in it with 12 points. This is anybody's game at this point. You could see the champions going to the finals and possibly winning it, going in and winning the right to choose their challenger. That'd be kind of insane, in my opinion, but you never know. And then outside, you got Wild Hips and Douki and Yoshinobu Kanemaru with 6 points. You have Flying Tiger, Robbie Eagles, Tiger Mask, and then you have Kevin Knight and Kushida. You have Flying Tiger with 4, Kevin Knight and Kushida with 2, Dick Togo and Show with 2. So, and I bring that back up, and we move on